Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for bringing it and bringing the energy. Shout out to you all. Thank you for jumping on in. Man, I'm excited. Shout out to us all here on this weekly candle close. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And I love you all. God bless you all. Got the pink pocket square on today. Pink representing, you know what I mean? Pink, the color of forgiveness. And I'm sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's okay. I had, a friend was doing redoing their vows, and they had a wonderful party. The kids were there. They sit on, I think it's like 10 to 12 acres of land. They got the beautiful pool, the pool house. They had it well catered. It was really, really nice. I could not miss it for the world. So I had to be there. It was awesome. Felt privileged just to even be invited. It was a blessing. My kids were in the pool. It was awesome. So thank you for giving me a night. I apologize for being late. It's usually not like the channel, but hey, actual life had called. We did some life stuff, so it is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's bring that energy all the way up to the highest level we can get it at. Let's go, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down Bitcoin. Last time we talked, you saw me. I had drawn this flag and talked about the fact that the flag could break up possibly to 30,100. Place what I'd be taking some profit would be 30,100. Next area of resistance was this yellow bar that I had drawn at 30,350 and then at 30,400. Look what happened. Bitcoin would break out of the flag that I had drawn. Check one. So had you watched my morning update this morning, is this really still Sunday? Same day, insane, right? But had you watched my morning update this morning, you would have been privy to this flag and to this information that I was putting down and the move to the upside. Also, we talk about how the moving averages were tight and you pump up to the 200 SMA. You got well above the 200 SMA. However, you couldn't stay above it. We'd like the candle, 1 hour candles to close above that 200 SMA and stay above it. So Bitcoin got some crazy volatility today, kind of like a Monday. It ripped all the way up to my resistance bar there, 30,350. Remember, I want to see us stay above 30,300. That's going to be the weekly support and resistance area that I'm really keen on. We got rejected by that area, came back down. And, you know, it's just showing signs that Bitcoin can't get back above 30,300, the weekly support and resistance. So that weekly support and resistance showing to be kind of a pain in the butt here for BTC. And, you know, we almost had the breakout. It was a bull trap back inside the pattern yet again. Pattern Trading 101 suggests that we will come back down to the bottom of the pattern. Does that mean it has to happen? No. 1 hour time frame suggests that we are oversold and could get a bounce back to the upside. So, but shout out to anyone that played this flag and watched my morning update. You would have been privy to gains and you would have made those gains. So, congratulations. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, what a blast to the upside. And we were live about about 11 hours earlier. You know what I mean? So, God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Let me jump on into the chat for a second, see who's here. See if I see familiar names. Let's take a look. $5 Crypto Rambler. Could you give a shout out to Rudy, a good friend of mine, showing him the lifer way. First live. Thanks, Sam. Shout out to Rudy. We love you, Rudy. God bless you, Rudy. Stay strong, Rudy. I got you, brother. But whoever Rudy is, I don't know if you guys have been friends for 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, but Crypto Rambler is the man. Shout out to you and Rudy. Stay blessed, my friend. Stay blessed. Crypto Billy joined the 99. Givers give with another 199. Crypto Billy just continuing to shower the channel with love. Crypto Billy, we love you, man. Thank you so much. A $200 super chat, even when I come late on a Sunday night. Unbelievable. Shout out to our man, Crypto Billy. Shout out to Mountain Man. Shout out to Incognito. Shout out to Kevin Willett. Shout out to GF Burke. Shout out to Journey Jones. Shout out to Stevie MCD. My man, Melissa Ham City. Stevie MCD, I've never seen you on the stream before. I probably should have, but you're new to me. So I want to say hi. Everybody say hi to Stevie. Say hi, Stevie. We love you, Stevie. Shout out to MTMD. Woot woot. Shout out to Higher High. Shout out from the Philippines, my man. Lifer Adam, the Kochi Coker in the house. West Salvador, my man. PS5 future of gaming. Dave Roy, Mathematics, breaking it down. Lotmo Crypto, Melissa, Hassan Official, Caldwell, Vino Nasso, Greg Novak. Greg, we love you. Jack me. Oh, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. You almost got me, too. You almost got me. You people are out of your minds. Much love, Lifer. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. But you didn't get me, though. You didn't get me, though. They tried to get me. Crypto Billy, can you believe that? Can you believe what they did, Crypto Billy? Can you believe what that man tried to do? Did you see what he tried to do? He tried to get me to say this word right here. These two words together. Jack, M-E-8. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Crypto Billy, what do you do? What do we do with this? What do we do with this type of behavior? What do we do? I saw it. LOL. Yo, you're funny, man. You're still in sixth grade. I love you. Crypto Billy, man. You're never growing up. Never. Toys R Us kid, man. Or Crypto RS, I should say. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. It's like the cider guy. I know, right? I like that one, though, because I hadn't heard it before. I thought it was pretty funny, you know. But it's still not right. Shout out to Stack McChange, GF Burke. A lot more crypto in due time. I like that. Never, man. Crypto Billy, man. You're my man. Shout out to Lifer. Love in the chat. Smash the likes for the hardest working, sharpest TA in the game. Today was an amazing day. Just got better. Dopamine wave pool in the house. Wow. All right. I could play with the chat all day. Shout out to the 319 beautiful souls, 141 people, $200 in chat revenue. Man, you guys just make it insane. Crypto Billy, man, there's a place for you in heaven. There must be. So let's take a look here. Bitcoin forming this falling wedge, saying that it's over, like attempting to break back to the upside. Like it's saying, hey, I'm in a symmetrical and I want to break back up. You know, it's very oversold right now. So I'll give it, I mean, technically, I guess you could say that's a symmetrical triangle. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. And Mr. J gives 5 memberships. This guy just gives 5 memberships. Like, who does that? Who does that? Thank you so much for the gifting of the 5 memberships. We love you, Mr. J. And Dead Game Box jumped in. Journey Jones jumped in. Tree City West grabbed it up again, got in there. Vito Nasso and Armin Clark, they were smart. Mr. J coming through. We love you, Mr. J, the notorious Mr. J. We don't know the identity of Mr. J. We will find out one day if we are lucky. So right now, Bitcoin, showing signs of a bit of a double bottom here. 1, 2, and getting oversold on the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. All right. However, 4 hour just getting started for a dump peasy to the downside. 4 hour suggests we're going to head up back down to 29,500. Some here back down to the bottom of the pattern and reset. If you look at no other time frame and you just stick to your 4 hour, the 4 hour suggests we break further back down and we would test the bottom of this channel, in my humble opinion. Now, once we break that would be kind of the end of this bullish megaphone, right? I guess we could extend it a little lower again. And it would just open up a little more. So it wouldn't be completely done. But this to me is a breakout, fake out, falling wedge that eventually will break up to the top of this channel to 32,100. But we got to break down again, possibly here on the 4 hour time frame. So again, we go through this like we did earlier, but I'm not going to go through the whole weekly and everything like we did this earlier today. But we're oversold on the daily. We're oversold on that 22. Yeah, 22 actually came to the overbought region and didn't get above resistance, 30,120. You see that? And, very, very strange. So that 22 seems to be rolling over too, which also shows signs to me that we're likely headed further to the downside. We will test 29.7. If we lose that area, you're looking at 29,500. So right now I'm bearish on the 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour suggests that we go lower. 1 hour suggests we get a pump back to the upside. So can the 1 hour defy gravity here, change this move? I really feel like this is more like a falling wedge like this. And you're likely coming further down. I need my 15-minute really to make sense of the pattern. Kind of like a broadening falling wedge. Or you could say that was the wedge. It broke out, attempting to come back inside. Interesting. I mean, if you can't double bottom here on the 15 and then get back above 30,157, you're likely breaking down. So, I wouldn't touch a long unless you retested 150 at least, unless you were doing a super aggressive bounce, right? So right now, you kind of have this M. You could come up, make another M, and then drop further down. I'm just more bearish than bullish. I see that we're oversold on the 1 hour and the 15. So let's see what they can do. Let's give them their balance. If this 1 hour comes back, so I wouldn't short until the 1 hour comes back up. If the 1 hour rolls like this and we end up somewhere sideways, or we're just, you don't bounce back up, and then if we're rolling over here and we're above this zone and then we retest, that's the long when the Stokes get low again. So the Stokes are going to get high. I want to see what price action does. Price action either comes up, makes an M, and then dumps. Either kind of does nothing, does sideways action, and then dumps. Or it's going to break up really nicely, and then when it comes back, it will retest. That's an area I may look at for a long. You see what I mean? But not until then, because the retest would give me a higher confirmation and a lower risk. It would lower my risk from losing the trade. It would give me a higher probability of getting a confirmation move. So right now, I see more downside for Bitcoin. Technically, unless it can double bottom here in this smaller time frame and get the break back to the upside. So aggressive entry if you enter Bitcoin right now on a Sunday night. I personally don't like to trade Bitcoin Sunday night into Monday morning. If I have a trade open that's been open for a while, fine, I'll keep it. But for the most part, I avoid keeping trades open, and I avoid opening up trades Sunday night into Monday. I wait for Monday at night, Monday afternoon, really after 4 or 5 o'clock for the New York market to close, right? And then New York Stock Exchange, and then that's when I start kind of begin to hone in on the longs for the week. All right, that's just my trading style. You can do whatever you want. when the bull market comes on, I will trade any day of the week. It does not matter. And if I see a good trade, I'll take it no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, the trading takes precedent. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be far more weary, specifically of trading Bitcoin on a Sunday night into Monday morning. So right off the bat, though, this could hold as a double bottom, get a move back to the upside. The 7-minute would be oversold with the bounce. We would have to get a bounce here on the 7-minute time frame. All right. That's another thing. So if you watch the 7 and you end up just making a bear flag, you're likely going to continue to drop. But if you get a V-shaped recovery on the 7, it can help the idea that this was the double bottom. So the smaller time frames, all they do is confirm what you saw in the bigger time frames. So right now we watch the 7. The 7 can bounce and if somehow get back above 30,100, the story changes. If it just stays inside of a flag, we're likely to drop further to the downside. And the 7-minute will give us that confirmation, usually within an hour and a half at the very most. So that's why I like the 7-minute time frame, because once I look at I look at my area, back test, find out, well, if we can't break this, then that's bearish, right? Project a bearish pattern, watch the 7, and the 7 will confirm pretty much kind of, you know, what the bias in which, or it'll confirm what I need. This stays in a flag, then there's a higher probability that we're going to break down. It starts a V-shaped recovery and starts green candle, and then breaks through this resistance here, 30,150. Then there's a chance that 1 hour time frame actually is more bullish and we can get a move to the upside. So the 7-minute is my key, right? It is my guide. It's my go-to. So that's Bitcoin tonight. Not looking too good on the smaller time frames. Looking a little bearish. I'm still bullish on the weekly and the 3-day chart being above the 200 SMA and all that fun stuff. But right now, for the most part, you know, I'm bearish on the smaller time frame. Good evening, Sam. Zen looks interesting. Impressive double bottom. What are your thoughts? Dopamine wave pool. My man, I still can't believe Crypto Billy dropping the 199. We love you, Crypto Billy. Givers gain. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate that. Did I miss you say? No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So that's Bitcoin on the smaller time frames, and that's kind of what we're looking for right now. All right. Let's jump into what we're all here for every single week, and that's Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. That was some of my best work. That was some of my best work. My abdominal muscles were starting to cramp up bad. And I was going to pass out. Like I was going to pass out. Right now I'm seeing like light. I'm a little lightheaded right now. Don't do that at home. You know what I mean? Your thoughts on Fat Pepe? Low supply. I don't know, man. I had to like walk away when I was asked about it yesterday. Working on a daily. How's you healthy? Wow. You can run a marathon. Shout out to Jonathan Evans. I had to mute the volume. You went to say something and the video stopped and was buffering. Should try at a restaurant. You maxed out the bar, Sammy. Strongest lungs in the game. Pepe Cash, if you know, you know. You're funny, man. It got to exactly 200, the limit. You're funny. You've got a ton of stamina. That was the longest ever. Shout out to the hardest man alive. Love you, Sammy, for the countless hours of TA in the crypto game. PS5, future of gaming. We love you, man. Thank you. I thought you would pass. This guy's funny. Earn Smart Crypto. I thought you would pass. Can you check lungs protocol? That's funny. I know the dogs go crazy. Professional. Don't try these stunts at home. I know, right? Bullish on Sammy Lungs. You guys are funny, man. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. That's what we come for every single week. Let's break it down. So far, the weekly is flagging in a little flag, all right? The weekly candle opened at 30,247.56 cents. The high was 30,421.29 The low was 29,525 even. And the candle would close at $30,081.61. It would go down $166.03. Down 0.55% on the week. To me, it looks like a bullish hammer. It's a bearish candle. However, it has more wick to the upside than to the downside. And it's a hammer. To me, shows signs of buy pressure to the upside. All right. So if I had to judge this candle, it is a red candle, but it was barely red. Bitcoin only dropped $166 the entire week. We still stayed above 30K no matter how hard we were down below it for the entire week. Somehow we pushed back above it for that weekly close. You got to give that a little bit of love. The next weekly candle is already bearish, right? But we'll see where that goes. You know, we have a whole week to go till we get back to our next weekly close. And I do the same thing again next week, right? It still is a bearish engulfing candle. I like what he just said. You can put this green candle inside of that, and it's red. So it technically is a bearish engulfing. I'll give that to you, Marcelo. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Master Friend, helping the community survive, from Jesse Cox. Shout out to Jesse Cox. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to everybody here, man. I had to mute the volume. You want to say something in the video? Oh, yeah. Anyway. So we're going to make it no matter what. This is the group that's going to make it. Do you want to make it? Hang out with the group that's going to do it no matter what. We're going to make it. So wag me, baby. So, you know, buy pressure to the upside, says the wick, though. I'm just saying, no matter what, you know, at the end of the day, it does still tell us that people were hungry for Bitcoin, just like I was at that $29,500 level. So, Sam Price for president of the blockchain party, my man. BlackRock could be a curse for Bitcoin. Sir, can you please analyze GRT? You don't sell CAS, just leverage CAS to buy more CAS. I know, right? Super chats, Zen. 99 is going to crush it in the bull, 100%. Look what we do already. I know. We make bacon on the beach in the wintertime. Never mind when it's going to be 110 degrees in the summertime. Like, I'm excited. Everybody, we teach leverage trading in my trading group as well. And the gains in the leverage trading group are a bit absurd. You know, again, you have to know what you're doing. And we have a class that you can sign up for $100 that teaches you what you need to know. And the fact that it's $100 because you can make so much money using the lever. I mean, it's just insane. But if you look at the lifer gains, I was looking at them the other day. I was just sitting there like, first day in the lifer, first day, he made 8% on Ant. All right. This guy made 153% on Stellar Lumens on a long. This dude got into XRP, 17% gains. This dude hit Bitcoin for 114% gains. 305% gains on comp at 200% leverage. This dude made $48,500 on XRP, shorting it, 21x. Look at this, $48,521. Gone out at 84, marked out at 72. I mean, 21x leverage, did his thing. 292% gains. $48,000. Imagine making 48 grand. I mean, he knows what he's doing, but I'm just saying, like, Bitcoin 2, which people are now trading, another one that we've been looking at, up 1,800%. 173%, 118%, 453% on ADA, 234%. Caspa, 132%. Link up 200%, 100%. Look at this one, 2,412% gains on 200x leverage. And we teach you, you'd be like, how are they using 200x? We'll teach you. We have a strategy. 1,544% gains. 200, this guy, another 67,000% long. I mean, this dude making 100 grand. Look at this in 4 days. I'm just, anyway. If you want to be with the best traders that don't give up and that made it through the bear market and are going to continue to push through every other market, join the Lifers, man. Join the group that's led by the guy that never takes a day off, that grinds every single day, that doesn't have to say it, just puts up and shows up. Consistency is how you win. I teach consistency every day without saying a word, just by living my life. Just by showing up every single day, I prove to you that through consistency, you can become successful. Look at what happened to me. Follow my story, and it comes from hard work and discipline. Nothing is easy. Nothing was handed to me. All right? People will look back now, years from now, I'll be set up 5 years from now, right? YouTube channel, hopefully maybe has 1 million subscribers on the way somewhere, right? Probably affiliations all over the place. Money being thrown at me hand over fist, just, you know what I mean? Just like, and people will be like, look at this guy. And they'll be like, man, I grinded so hard every single day to build this empire, So if you want something, you can have it. If you desire it, it is yours. You just got to make it happen every single day and go after it. You got to want it more than everybody else. You got to want it more than everybody else in that game, in that field, in that zone. And you got to know in your heart that you're committed. You know when you're going all the way. Like, say there's a boxer and you're a boxer and you work out 7 days a week. You put everything you have into it. 4 sessions, 3 sessions. You do agility, you do speed, you do stamina, right? You check boxes off, and you just, at the end of the day, you say, you sleep right, you eat right. And then you ask yourself, am I putting every single thing, is my contender to beat me? What would my contender would have to be putting every single thing in and somehow finding another way and some more, And I look at it the same way. Like, when it comes to trading, you will not take my money. Trading, someone else is taking your money. I'm not going to have them take my money. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to take my money when I'm good and ready. You see what I'm saying? That's my money. I'm coming to get it. This isn't a game to me. It shouldn't be a game to you. And if you're, suffering from losses and you're having some issues, take a deep breath and know that you just need to have a strategy to start with, and you need a starting point. That's all. You're basically, there's a big maze, and if you could just call a lifeline, someone could text you the map, and they could say you are here, and you can begin to figure out where you are and get out of that place. And that's what the trading group is for, to teach you, to guide you, to help you along your way so that you don't spend years trying to figure this out. By the time the bull market comes, you're learning the skills in the bull market, tripping all over yourself, right? When you should have been learning them now, a few months before the halving, right? Getting your education, getting yourself focused and disciplined. So when the bull market does come and all the new people come in that don't want to learn and don't want to do this, they don't want to do the work. It's the same thing in life, man. The people that want to do the shorts, cut corners and do it the easy way, they end up paying. They ended up paying the hard way. They end up living in an apartment on the busy street. You know what I mean? They don't end up living on the 5-acre estate. The whole thing is, don't cut corners, go all the way. Tell yourself it's going to be hard. Get disciplined, make it happen. All right. Luna looks like it's in a falling wedge and could break to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. I'd wait out the 1 hour a little bit. It's a little too high for me. There's a chance that possibly the 1 hour does dump down a little more here. We get a better entry for Luna, maybe somewhere down the bottom of this pattern there, 63. But Luna's on my radar on that 4-hour time frame. Looks a lot like Link did before Link took that breakout to the upside. Let's look at our baby Chain Link. What happened to our baby Chain Link? It's on MEXC too, which is awesome. So we had this initial flag to the upside. Chain Link banged on him. And honestly, didn't really lose a lot. From when I first put Chain Link out, it's still up about 18%. Can you believe that? And was up at one point about 28. Boing, boing, boing. Dun, dun. So it's still in a flag here, oversold in the 1 hour time frame. Also on the 4 hour time frame. I bet the daily doesn't look too good. Daily's a little too high, but they're not the worst. Coming back down to the 21 day. Possibly could go more sideways, but I'd watch Chainlink. You know, we saw that news that I put out recently. Remember, there was like a big accumulation and some big VC funds were gobbling up Chainlink, you know? So, you know, it's funny. I wouldn't be surprised if Chainlink went another 24% gains. I would write Chainlink down. Is Chainlink on the comeback? Looks like it may. It may be. Right. So let's take a look at that total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. And let's just break it down. So right now, I still see us in this ascending triangle. It broke out, broke back inside. As long as we can still respect this trend line here, which actually seems like it goes back pretty far. But if we can bounce, 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 I like these bounces here. It's about 40 acres square. Bitcoin breakdown downwards. The new ones bring the exit liquidity exactly. So we're watching the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Got to this high of 1,229. Took a nice rejection from this area. Came back down, but did not want to lose this. Look, we have a lot of chop. We have a lot of chop here. We lose this, we do have I mean, you can see the VRVP could give us right back to $970 billion. We're still holding above $1 trillion, which is beautiful. And to me, as long as we hold this trend line, I remain, you know, I remain bullish that we'll break out of this to the upside, get tight. Eventually, a big move will come. It's 50-50 up or down. You know, your measured move to 1.26 or back down to about 111. Still holding above $1 trillion either way, which is great, right? But a big move is coming for the total market cap. We're going to watch this closely for you. We'll be back tomorrow morning to break this down as well. So my parents have a 179 acre beef farm. That's so cool, man. I would love to go check that out. Everyone's life is so different, you know. My mom and dad grew up in Boston. My dad lived in a house, bought a summer house in the vineyard in his first house ever. Very modest, for like 120 grand at the time. I think together my parents were making like 100 grand or something back in the 80s and the 90s, so it was very affordable for them. Then they bought their second house here in Boston. Again, not too expensive of a home at the time. 120 grand or something. And owning land like that was just something I only read about or saw in the movies, you know, like acres of land. Both one property my parents owned was 1 3/4 acres, so it had, I mean, that's can't see our neighbors. It's a good amount of land, very private. The other one's on like a, I don't know, like a 1/4 acre lot or something, you know. So total market cap could go either way, man. We're going to watch it closely. 4 hours suggests we could get a move. You know, the 8 hours also looking pretty oversold. Could get a bounce back to the upside. Look, I like that. I like that I call it coilation. I just came up with that word, but I like that, you know, consolidation as it's coiling up, but it's coilation, you know. My house is on 1 acre. One more and you're muted. Oh, I don't know. Who is that? Wow. Gotta put the grandkids to bed. Much love, everyone. Amen. Oh, the Unibot guy. Yeah. You might want to check out what DNX is doing. I'm all set, man. I just want a tiny house and 100 acres. Wake up. Zero your toys. Wake up. zero your toys. Anyway, love the interaction with the live, Sam. I want many live channels. Several never interact with the live comments. Everyone hit that like button. Shout out to Doug, man. We love you. Thank you for being here, Doug. Sam is a legend. Flavor, we love you. I bought my beef from a local cattle farm that started a nice butcher store. It's so delicious. That sounds great, man. It's only 500 square meters, and all your major landowners. We're not allowed to say a coin, LOL. Not like 17 times in a row. You know what I mean? No. Not to the point of no return where you look like a showbot. You know what I mean? Let's get real, bro. Like, don't act like you weren't doing something and then act like it was benign. Like, hey. Like, I didn't say hey 100 times. Like, what do you mean? You know? I said it once. Sam once went to Virgin Islands. Now they're just known as the Islands. I love Flavor. Flavor, I love you, man. Lifer, have any ordinals or BRC 20s? I do. Damn, man, I just got like... No, I don't do what you know, people, oh yeah, there he is doing that. No, I don't. I said Unibot, and also Unibot 2.0. Lost Profit, we love you, man. I hope you're having a great day. It's all good. Glad I could catch up with the stream. Shout out to Jawu. Perez, we love you, Perez, man. Mr. Perez. I hope I say your name right. I probably butcher it. I think it's Jawu Perez, but we don't know. The farm always checking the spammers. Yeah, always. Shout out to James Armstrong, Jim Board 66. Shout out to Love Learning. Everyone, I teach class the last Saturday of every month. Hit the link in the description if you want to jump into that class. If you want a tutoring with one-on-one, if you want a one-on-one with me, you can get that. We do offer that. Some people don't know we offer it. We do. It's $300 an hour, but we do offer it. Can you check out XRD? Is there bullish difference between price and MACD on the 1 hour time frame? Let's take a look at XRD. Let's take a look at the super chats here on the fan funding. We'll take a look at Zen. We'll take a look at XRD. I believe that's what was asked. And look at the fan funding. Unbelievable. We have Crypto Billy coming in with another red super chat with $1.99. He's also a member, and he's got that wrench. We got Crypto Rambler with the $5 super chat. We got Media Vibes with the Goose with the $2 super chat. And don't get discouraged by the $1.99. $2 is absolutely amazing. That is a blessing. That is anything above a chat. I mean, the chat I think is amazing. The comment. The fact that you would super chat, we love you. $9.99 from Dopamine Wave Pool. We love you. Asking about Zen. Vito Nasso for $4.99. Ask about XRD. And Gold is Love with the 528 hertz. We love you. With just an 1111. Just he always sending love. God bless you all. Thank you for the love. I appreciate the fan funding. You people are amazing. Okay, let's take a look at XRD. You know what it is? I would send a super chat into a streamer a couple times in my life, and they never even read the chat. And I'm sitting there like, all right. I'm like, yo, there's a super chat right there, man. Again, I've missed a few in my life, so it's happened. So I get it can happen. So once you've done it once, you can't really hold someone to it. Right? You're like, I get it. But I attempt to make it a point to interact with the chat for that reason, because I know what it's like to be on the other side. Right? I'm a human being. You're a human being. So let's just be real together and have some fun. So XRD, you asked about the 1 hour time frame and some bullish div. Let's take a look. I see it in this falling wedge, bigger retracement. Yeah, I was like, that's the no eat, no pay track. That's what leads us into no eat, no pay. So you were like, is there any on the MACD and price action? Let's see what he says again here. Is there a bullish divvy between price and MACD on the 1 hour time frame? No, I would say no. You know, I mean, here you got a slight swing up. Well, that's, you know, right here, possible. But you could say it already kind of played out. This is swinging down while that hill came up to that hill. Right, like that. That's a slight one right there, but it broke out already to me and then hit resistance. And again, remember, all eyes on Bitcoin hitting resistance too, so then you got the same kind of thing going on here. So I would say yes, but it played out already, you know, for XRD. Right now, XRD is a little overbought on the 1 hour. And it's hitting a resistance right here. Like, it's got to get back above this resistance to remain bullish. It's got to get back above 58.76. It really does. You know what I mean? I still can't believe it. The $199 last night, the $500. You guys, you people are just... Man, you make me realize, like, I'm just going to keep showing up and doing what I do. And just be super grateful for what I have in my life. And the life in which I live. I could live such a different life, right? Somehow I ended up here on YouTube. Somehow I ended up in cryptocurrencies. Who knows? I could have ended up doing whatever. I could have been an electrician. I could have been a mechanic. I could have been an actor. I could have been anything, right? Heck, I could have been a brain surgeon. But I'm here with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just amazed at life. Amazed at it. It's just amazing. So our daily suggests that we're going to get a move soon, and our 22 hours pushing to the upside with a higher low, a bit of a cup and handle here. You know, come on, can we get the move? 4 hours getting a little overbought and extended. So you kind of need the smaller time frames to pick up the pace, and they can't seem to get above the resistance. Looks like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we came back and revisited these lows. I know you didn't ask about XRD, but I wasn't gonna just leave you hanging and not kind of do some, you know. It looks like we're gonna go down. You know, I'd wait for it to break out here and then retest that level or that level if it did anywhere in this level, anywhere in this zone. If I got a retest in there or in there, I mean, I'd be all over that. Or if it comes down here, it could be the better entry. So that's how I'd play XRD. Let's take a look at Zen token. Horizon. Right? Not XEN, Zen, like Horizon on MEXC Global. So there you have it. Last time I put it in a little bit of a flag here, and look, it broke to the upside. Zen. Nice move. Look at that. Gains of 14%. In total, it was 16% gains. Amazing community, sending good vibes. Always 100. Shout out to Melissa with the 333. God bless you, Melissa. May you have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. May you stay blessed. Thank you so much for the 3 beans. That's very nice of you. I think I got it right? But you know, I was watching this Zen token first in this flag here, like so, right? Then I kind of, you know, buttoned it up, but I put alerts here. I gave it to them on the trading group on 720. So right around here when it was the closest it was really at this bottom area. And here I put out Zen token. Oversold in the 22-hour in a symmetrical triangle. Tight moving averages. Right on top of the POC. Stokes are pointing up. There's a gap in the VRVP above. And see that gap in the VRVP? And I point these things out. I did say watch the 4-hour. Wait on the 4-hour to come on out. But see how it was consolidating, getting ready for a move to the upside? This thing looked like it could get a nice push up from that, what, $8.19 level? It's now at $9.31, right? And we put it out right here at about $8.19. So, anyway... Another cool call on the channel. 4 days later, up a nice 13%. And this does suggest that it could continue to the upside. 4 hours very overbought. I would not be getting in when the 4-hour and price action are away from the 21-day moving average. If you know me and you watch my channel, you know that I'm going to hone in on that 21 over and over again. My special sauce is the 21. I'm going to use the 21 each and every time to make gains. All right. I actually just realized we can use the life or friend strategy from now on. Watch a pump, see the space between the 21. Watch it come closer, right? Open up the dollar trade here. As it comes down. Add to the trade right here into that lev as you get closer to the 21 SMA. And then attempt to get that bounce up to whatever level of resistance and snatch out. Take those gains. Just a cool way to implement my strategy and his strategy together and sandwich them closest using that 21 SMA on possibly like a very, very small time frame. Thank you for that super chat. Everyone say hello to Brock Sentel. I just subscribed to him. Crypto Lifer watching on his TV, and he don't even know it. Say hello to Brock Senta. I just subscribed him to Crypto Lifer watching on his TV, and he didn't even know it. Shout out to Brock, man. We love you. Thank you for coming to the stream. Shout out to Bomba. And thank you for adding more subscribers to the channel, doing it the right way. We love you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I would watch Zen in a flag here, but it did break out as I suggested. I talked about it. I went over it. It was on my radar. Zen for gains. Shout out to anyone that took Zen for a little bit of gains there. And there could be more gains coming. Let's see if price action can come and meet this 21-day moving average somewhere complete like that. And that's my projection. If I set 10 of these and 3 of them play out, then I only play the 3 that play out. You see what I mean? Like, you don't have, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to go, the projection just has to go in your favor. Not every trade that you project has to go that way. You get what I mean? People put so much pressure on like every trade having to be perfect, but it's more of you set 100 traps and you only take the traps that hit. I hope this makes sense because I think it goes over some people's heads, but it's a concept that I want people to understand, you know, that you're not right every time you project. You project every time, and then the ones that fall into the projections that you're placing, you take those trades. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy, you know. Synthetic still inside of this ascending triangle. I just have an alert on it. I'm not saying it's amazing. Again, it's something that I'm going to keep alert. I have more alerts set than most people. I'm watching more things all the time. I'm watching Maker. I put out Maker in this flag. Had a feeling it would break out. DeFi had a little bit of a move. Next thing you know, Maker was up 40%. Now it's coming back down to retest this previous resistance. Inside a flag again, oversold in the 4-hour. Bigger time frames are overbought or getting closer to those bigger overbought. So it's adding some risk, but this 4-hour, it has potential of a move to the upside. Oversold in the 15 on the 1 hour and the 4-hour time frame. Maker on the radar. All right, Maker Dow. Make a Dow, baby, make a Dow. And all we need is 8%. You know what I mean? 5%. You know, it doesn't always have to be these huge winners. I just need to compound day in and day out. There you go. I've been watching this MNW, which is my baby, right? Morpheus Network. Came up hard, came back down, attempting to double bottom. It's in a golden pocket, Fibonacci retracement, right? 618 and the 0.65 right there. It's oversold in the bigger time frame. The 3-day, right? My go-to time frame still says there's some love here. Man, but it hasn't gotten the volume, so it's been kind of lackluster. It's been a little just like, you know. I have to be honest. I'd love to tell you, it's been all, you know, but it's But I like that trade. Eventually, I believe it will make some gains over time. Is this the old same Kin coin that I used to trade back in the day? Is this Kin? I still own some Kin on Mercatox somewhere on the Mercatox exchange. Katana and the Fallen Wedge, Moon, Epic. Remember we traded Hello. That was that coin that's supposed to be associated with the whale coin, right? The TV show. Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder in the abyss here. Really weird price action. Rounded top action there. I don't like how that's starting to form. I threw some money at this just because I feel it's anything that has anything to do with TV and crypto could be a great play, you know? This TA is really wacky. That's a rounded top. We could see lower lows on this. Interesting. Poly trade starting to consolidate. There's our baby Zen we were just talking about. Nice move for Zen though to the upside, and now we watch the flag, right? Casper getting that pump, you know. Shout out to anyone that got Casper on that pump. We got in pretty early, back above 4 cents. And I would just flag this 22-hour out with an alert on it. And Casper's just a long, slow play to me. I just keep kind of taking my gains, keep adding to the coin whenever it goes low, and just watching it continue to erupt. So Casper has been doing its thing. Let's take a look at Casper, which is my second baby here. And Casper mooning almost to 4 cents now. I mean, today had another big gimme day. Can you believe this? Casper just doing damage. Let's take a look here now what we're seeing. I mean, it's inside of another, symmetrical triangle here. Look at this. This has another length of the pole. If you got in when I first got in front of everyone, inside of the cup and handle back here, this was the cup, there was the handle. We were talking at 2 cents. This thing doubled up on you 100% basically. Since the 7th of July, right? Anyway, then we put out this flag. That broke out too. And now it's flagging out yet again. My Caspa bags are absolutely exploding. And I get all my Caspa on MEXC Global. MEXC Global has access to coins that just no one else does. I'm serious. Caspa's way harder to get. You can't find it anywhere, but you can get it here on MEXC. So, and it's 0 spot maker and taker fees. I absolutely love it. I go to spot. I click on spot. Dude, my Caspa bags are erupting. Every day I keep showing you them, and I show you how big they're getting. They're out of control. I'm excited because I look at them usually on the live. $12,334 worth of Caspa now. This was just $10,400 just the other day. You saw this thing just continuing to. It was just $8,000 the other day, $6,000. This thing has been erupting, and you saw me just consistently add to this bag at the low prices, at 1.5 cent, 2 cent. This thing exploded. So shout out to anyone. And then also on top of that, we were also doing Casper, which is hilarious. But this week alone, my big buys that I've been gobbling up in front of you, and they're both hitting the same price, 4 cents around, which I find fascinating too, right? I only have 6,400 worth of this one, only 158,000. I have 300,000 Caspas, right? So, but I'm building bags in these bear markets. These prices are going to continue over time, 6, 7, 8 a year from now. I don't know, we may look back a bit, man, you can never get Casper below 10 cents again. It'd be like when AGIX went from 4 cents all the way to 64. Now it's at 23. But I mean, would you ever get it at 4 cents? I don't know. So Casper looking interesting to me for a possible, another push. That bearish div is kind of is out now as these both swing down. That's actually kind of more bullish when these swing down slightly and this swings down less. It's interesting. So I'd watch Casper for possible more gains again to the upside all the way to the 47 area, and that's 4 7/10 cent for the target for Casper. Shout out to all the Casper lovers out there. We had an amazing couple of weeks for Casper. It was only a matter of time we were going to shine, right? And we nailed it. We put out the call exactly at the right time. We showed you that there was a likelihood of a big breakout to the upside in Casper. About to be in price discovery too. I mean, it breaks this high at 42. It goes into price discovery. Today it was so close to price discovery. Look at this. It was wicking into the wickage. There was really nothing stopping it. It consolidates somewhere up in here on a bigger time frame. I mean, I don't see how it doesn't start to moon up. And it's basically in price. It's like price discovery is when a coin's never been as high as it is, and it breaches that area, and it usually just kind of, look at the last time it hit price discovery. It came out, it breached it, it retested the same zone, and then it was gone. Could be a similar type of bull here to the upside. Caspa, I mean, this thing is catching steam. More people are talking about it. You saw Frankie Candles made a video about it. So we bring it up on the show probably every single day. If you watch my channel, you'll get to know the kind of the coins that I'm heavy duty on, GFAL, another coin that I'm heavily grabbing up here on the low that nobody's really paying attention to. And it did in fact just break out there a little bit, but we're going to watch this consolidation. And if that can continue to hold this trend line down and just get tighter in that zone, you're looking at a 3 cent GFAL, right? And remember, we were getting in down back there. We'd be up 200x. We'd be up at 2x, 200% gains since June 11th, right? And people are saying it's a bear market. We're finding the coins that make gains. We're finding the coins that make sense. And not only are we swing trading good bags, but we're also getting into the coins that are going to be big later on, you know, in my humble opinion. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of them will turn to zero. I'm a speculative investor, and some things, you know, we never know. But this is my real life story every day here on this channel. And I'm happy you're taking the ride with me. So remember, if you're going to collect these coins in DCA, even if you don't want to swing trade, even if you're just jumping in, I don't care if you're swing trading, futures trading, or DCAing, MEXC Global is the place to do it. All right. Link is in the comment section. I pin it there easily for you so you can jump on in. I want to make it so simple for you so you don't have to find it. Join our Discord today. Get into, like, you would have gotten into XDC. You would have got into this Casper call, or you would have at least learned about it, figured out what was going on, got the education, maybe applied that to another call later on in your life. I want to give you my years and years of doing this. I want to be able to give it to you in a couple, 5 to 6, 7 months. You can be up to speed. You can be places that took me 6 to 7 years to get. You can be there way faster than I was ever there. I didn't have me as a mentor, so there's no way that I was going to get as fast as you, as far as you're going to get. Just not going to happen. So let me give you everything I have for the least amount of money out there compared to what you see, you know, and change your life for the best, because you look back and you realize, man, this was the best school that I ever took part in, you know. So we set this flag and we just continued further to the downside. You can see we struggled. We lost that low. We took out that swing low for Bitcoin and we begin to head lower, right? So, and honestly, like, the patterns have been ugly. Bitcoin has just been a roller coaster to trade. Absolute roller coaster to trade. Something like this looks like it's on deck though. And we're going to have to use the smaller time frames to make any sense of what's going on here. And so it looks like we made an ascending triangle. Remember, they're 50-50 patterns. They could go up or down. And we're breaking to the downside. You see that? It looks like we're going to head further down. 29,760 is the target for me personally. All right. So many are going to miss out and not have any more money to trade the bull run with. I know people that watched me were like, I was going to join your trading group, but then I lost 30 grand. And like, now I'm going to join the trading group. And they're like, man, like, I could have just given you $900, $1,000 for the year, been in the group, got the education. That would have been there for me. He said, instead I had to go on my own and blow 30K. And I'm like, I can't tell you how many people have written me, hey, I joined the trading group finally. I didn't do it. I lost 10 grand, 20 grand. I joined the trading group. They weren't even using risk management. They didn't know they weren't doing anything. They were just jumping into leverage trades. Oh, I'll throw this much in. No idea, no risk management at all. You know, I teach risk management in my beginners class, and just because it's leverage, you trade that just like you trade a spot trade. It's all the same. You know what I mean? Now, my man, Master Friend, has a different process with the 200x leverage. You don't use the stop loss at the beginning because you can't, because you want to get in with the buck. But eventually, once you capture gains, you do use the stop loss, right? You put it in, you protect the purse once you're up, you know? So Bitcoin struggling on the weekly candle close, getting further down to 29,827. And my target for Bitcoin would be 29,750, all right? And it just happens to be a psychological point too. So Melissa says, facts, I need help. Yeah. Like, get the education before you blow through all your money. A smart person, like, there's two people. Someone inherits 30 grand from their grandma. Smart person takes $1 grand, joins a trading group, or, you know, gets trading education, jumps into my class for $99, $100, right? Like, any class. And again, you don't even have to take my education. Take someone's education. I was afraid to pay for everything because I thought everyone was a scammer online. I didn't trust anybody. Now I'm online. I know I'm not a scammer. I know I'm a good dude. So I'm like, now I look for coaches and mentors and ideas. And if I see someone I like online, I pay for their time because I know it's only going to benefit me in the long run. You know what I mean? So home market taking a bit of a dump here, down for Bitcoin to the downside. Remember, we do have a Fed meeting coming up on Wednesday, the 26th. They are going to raise the rates. That is bearish. Technically, we should get pounded here. It should be a tough week. However, is it baked in? What other parameters are coming out? Will the bank collapse? I'm adding some spice to the story, but we don't know yet for sure what this week brings. But we can speculate right now that with the rate hike, we're going to see some trouble. All right. So just remember, it's going to be a tough week. It's not going to be a regular week. We're going to have to keep our cool, stay calm and collected. Look for the hot trades and stay focused. I'll give you a trade too right now, or something that you may want to keep on your radar is the MEXC token. I personally own it, so but it's getting tighter and tighter in this 4-hour time frame. That's a flag here. It boomed up and now it's consolidated. It just looks like it could get another 50% gain, possibly to $4.14. It's also used to do their, if you can stake it to get some of their free airdrop coins, right? People hold it to get higher percentages. There's so many different reasons why this coin has utility and why I believe it can continue to go up. Also, KuCoins, did that whole, KYC. You got more and more U.S. customers possibly coming, or just people in general who just don't like what KuCoin did might be like, hey, I want to try, MEXC from all around the world. So MEXC just seems to be getting a little more traction. The fees are also cheaper, right? So there's a reason. So you're going to have to see more people using the utility of the MEXC token. So I just feel like if anything's going to go up, and I'll be honest, I own $6,000 of this coin. I always like to disclose that. So I do own a bag of it. But I'm thinking of swing trading an even bigger bag of it and taking advantage of this possible next big move to the upside for MEXC token. So, and that's the MEXC token, MX token on MEX Global. So just reminder, right? A reminder for you there. And, this has more than just, and it's got the TA, it's got the FA, it's got some reasoning behind it. So, and you know what? That brings me to the end of the live. I'm exhausted. I got to get a good night's sleep. I've been a little run down lately. Whenever I go back to see my mom and visit, and I see the places where my dad was, I'll be honest, it's a little it's emotional. It can be emotionally draining. I sound like what a whiner, right? Like my dad's the one who passed away, like God rest his soul. But it's emotionally draining to go back there and think of his passing. And I'll be honest, the passing of a loved one can be emotionally draining too. Like I'm just going over the facts. You know what I mean? Because whenever you're sitting alone, you would just be thinking, oh, life is great. My mom, my dad, wonder what they're doing today. Instead, I'm sitting there like, I wonder what's my mom. Tough day for my mom. She's got my dad passed. And it's like a tougher thought. Like it's a tougher moment in time in your mind. It's not as, and you run through what if I could have done this, or could I have gotten to the hospital, or could, what if he had triple bypass, or what if we decided to go for kidney dialysis? Would he have woken up? Did I play God with my father's life? Just all the stuff that goes through your head. And so I've had a good summer. It's been a blast. But man, it's been a battle, man. Life is not easy. I'll tell you all right now. Shout out to everybody here. Who here says life ain't easy, baby? Put your hands up for life ain't easy, Go get some well-deserved sleep. Super chats are clear. Thank you. It's strong to be open with your emotions, Sammy. Shout out to Chef Repurchase. We love you. Got a lot of smart people out here. Life ain't easy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We're here for you, Sammy. Life ain't easy. Clapping hard, baby. Don't know what the red banner is. The bear market is tough, but it's those that survive with the lifers and the knowledge all the way. PS5, we love you. Master Friend, we love you. Thank you for the great class today, Master Friend. You keep grinding, brother. I'm happy we could break bread. It's kind of cool, right? We're businessmen together now, man. Straight up. I love you. I don't know about the red banner, man. I don't know what's going on. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. You deserve it, man. You're a good dude. I only want good people in my court, man. And you went through a lot with me, and you passed the test with flying colors. So you deserve everything coming your way and more. And let's continue to grind, baby. This is just the beginning. I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream Monday morning. And we will crack it out the park like we do every single day. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait to check you tomorrow morning and see what the week has in store. It's going to be a tough week. I'm warning you right now with the Fed meeting. Get your boots up. Get your straps on. Get ready to go. But we're going to make it happen. Shout out to you all. God bless you. Thank you again for coming to the live stream. Gratitude is the attitude of abundance. And I'll see you tomorrow.